Previously on Trails through Daybreak, the party took on a job from an archaeologist, who turned out to be the third Demon Sea brother. The criminals attempted to use monster attracting gas to defeat the party, but this backfired and turned the monsters on them instead. Afterwards, the party helped Salvatore Godi look for additional dancers for a carnival cavalcade, which included an indie filmmaker, a pole dancer, and a local cop. Hey, that table we were at yesterday is nice and open. Maybe we should save it and then go grab some lunch from the bazaar. Yeah, I already did all the quests. Once many artists procured a table, they went off to the market to purchase an array of food. The local cuisine they found had them smacking their lips in sheer delight. Then once their meal was over... Did he find something already? That was fast.
Where are you right now, Van?
Oh, I'm over by... Huh, what's up? You sound kind of serious.
I have an update for you. You remember those troublemaking tourists with the bodyguards? Well, they're at it again.
Are you for real? When are they gonna learn their lesson? So what have they done this time? Let me read out the witness's testimony. They went up to a local dancer girl and forced her into their car. Then a girl in a beret tried to stop them, and they pushed her in too. Oh no! That sounds like... Have the police or guild taken action? They have not, unfortunately. It sounds like they don't have the manpower to spare at the moment. Just what is in those hookahs? You trying to mess with me, huh? What was that, asshole? Their eyes are glowing too. From the looks of it, fights are breaking out across the city. The authorities are struggling to keep things under control. What the hell? Mr. Arkride. Right, hey Dingo, let's meet at the parking lot. We'll talk inside my truck. Sound good? Woohoo! Hell yeah, let's kick this baby into overdrive. Give it all she's got.
Hey, let us go! If you don't take us back right now, I'm gonna sue you thugs when this is over!
Oh, relax. Nothing's gonna happen to you two. Nobody wants a couple of washboard little girls.
Hey! Who are you calling a little girl, huh? Oh, that does it! I'm suing you for sexual harassment while I'm at it!
Shut the hell up back there. Seriously, you're gonna be fine. You two are simply bait for who we were really after. We've got our eyes on that actress and that fine-looking sister of yours. They won't be able to stop themselves from coming. But hey, who's to say we won't put you girls through the ringer for the hell of it anyway? Haha.
You people are despicable.
Is this... Their eyes aren't glowing with the hookah, though. This might be of their own free will. Shit, we gotta kill them. Man, screw it. I can't stop thinking about it. I say we go hog wild. No holding back. Exactly, the film festival's almost here. Gotta hype ourselves up somehow. Might as well have some fun.
Where are you goons taking us anyway, huh?
What do you mean, where we're taking you? Where... Hold on, where are we supposed to be heading? What? Oh, they are affected. Never mind. No, Shaheena and Marielle too. What you're looking at are security camera stills. From the looks of it, they nabbed the sister on her way home after she got tossed out of Vegas Films. And then Marielle was taken with her when she tried to intervene. Damn, these guys aren't screwing around. It's a very unusual situation. It resembles the incident in Messalem that the Marju company uncovered during its follow-up investigation. Say what? No kidding. Yep, as it just so happens, folks there saw a lot of strange fighting crop up out of nowhere too. You guys were never able to pin it down the cause? Well, their hands were full trying to put it to rights. A series of mysterious fires broke out. After all that, they canceled the film festival. That definitely sounds too similar to be a coincidence to me. Don't forget, Messalem used to be where Ace headquarters were located too. And remember the shell company they used to rent out the warehouse in Longport? That was the Tharbad Transportation Company. Shit, I didn't put that together. That must mean it's all connected. We still haven't seen any signs of organized crime in Tharbad, or any other gang activity for that matter. But let's assume for a minute these guys have a hand in all these incidents of people coming unglued. It's possible that the stuff their members like to use could also be involved. You don't mean... Wait, like... You mean what Hayoi's got a hard ban on? Yeah, I could definitely see it. Even if that's true, how they're getting it to people out here is the big question. Indeed, from what I have heard, that's exactly what the police and guild are both attempting to hone in on. Feels like the pieces for this mystery are starting to come together. If A's actually involved in all of this, they definitely seem to be keeping a low profile, at least for now. Hopefully, once we get a hold of these dumbasses and get them to talk, things will start to look a bit clearer. The Sandsea, but which part of the Sandsea are we in this time? The schooner should be just up ahead. Last thing we need is to get spotted and have more people taken hostage. Better to follow them on foot the rest of the way. We'll hit you up once we find them, Dingo. In the meantime, try to contact as many people as you can. Yes, please. We're probably gonna need to get bailed out, especially the police and guild. We could really use the help. Right, I'll see if I can get them to come over and provide backup once things are under control in the city. Take good care of Marielle and the kid in there. You got it. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to work. The sooner we find the girls, the sooner we can get them out. Indeed, time to start tracking the perpetrators. What? We're all the way here? What? I thought we'd be, after driving that far, we would have been further in. Damn.
Everyone, move in!
Oh no. Yep, I'm gonna have to do something about this. They're only weak to
displaying information.
Wind and fire, huh?
Keep it up! It's working! Zypha, activate! I suggest we strike now. Huh?
My move now.
Oh, hell.
Certain arts will work better. Keep it up!
What is with this hitbox on everything? What?
This'll
Okay. Coin bullets.
I suggest we strike now.
Over here! All for you! Up to you, Reset!
City array.
Keep it up! It's working! Activating drive.
Deploying shield.
Damn it! Why are they walking around and escaping my hitboxes?
Activating skill.
Ha! Yes! Huh? Here goes!
Bruh. Yeah, aerial dust and hope I can hit them both this time.
I won't lose.
Initializing drive.
Mary!
Activating skill.
Here I go.
Yes, to lay them to bits.
Keep it up. It's working.
Displaying data.
Going
Initiating
all in.
drive.
Ha! Miss Claudel! Perfect chance!
Activating skill.
Sucker!
Activating skill.
There we go. More efficient kill. For a pretty normal car, those guys sure managed to get way out in the dunes. Sheesh. Normally this is about as far as you could go in one. The terrain past here is too tough. For sure, that's exactly what happened the last time I was here. We couldn't use our vehicles for very long at all. And it's not even really a normal car, it's a limousine. Do you think that would do even worse in this kind of environment? On a separate note, I can confirm that both of them are travelers from Orasian to the northeast. One of them was born into wealth, while the other appears to have made their fortune through a new business venture. Nobody seems to have direct links to A, including the two bodyguards hired to escort them. Huh? How the hell do you know all? Last night when we encountered them at the hotel, I ran a check on their identities via the Orbital network. Rest assured, my inquiry was within legal limits and undertaken purely as a part of my work in risk management data collection. That's good to hear, I guess. Damn, that's a lot of power for a random-ass maid to have. Good thing she's on our side. I'd hate to have a lady as capable as her as an enemy. You're too kind, Mr. Arkride. But wait, if these guys are just tourists, it seems weird to me that they just go hanging out in the desert. I think so too. It makes you wonder what they could possibly be after. Stay focused. There are still more tracks to follow. Be careful and keep your eyes peeled.
Wasn't there a sandstorm here yesterday?
The wind must have changed directions. It happens a lot in deserts.
What's your gimmick?
Take care. That's above an A-level threat.
Above A level.
Charge attack available.
Seems to have long frontal range.
Need to be cautious. Got you. They're down. You're exposed.
Man, that thing looks tanky as hell.
Time to go all in.
So, perfect position.
This'll hurt.
Mr. Arkride!
You're crushed! Up to you, Reset!
Activating drive. There! Miss Claudel!
Activating skill.
Here goes! Keep it up! Zypher, activate! Reset! There!
Hit him fast, Fairy!
There we go.
We're getting off track.
Indeed. I would recommend staying closer to the tire tracks.
Yeah, but I want to get all this shit too. All these healing items. Carry a ball mess tablets.
Yes?
Emerald ring.
Watch out! That enemy looks strong.
Holy shit.
Beginning combat!
Charge attack available.
I've got you!
Bro, this guy's got a combo attack.
Let's pull it together and fight! I've got their son! You're exposed!
Yeah, I don't like where this is going.
Activating drive. Yes!
Activating skill.
Here I go.
Okay, plasma sphere.
It's activating drive. Activating drive.
There!
Here goes.
Man, this guy's can't delay him.
Initializing drive.
There. Yes. Yeah, Mary. Praise Arusha and the flames.
Ugh.
You did wonderful, Fairy.
EV charge free.
Treasure located.
Aquaverse.
Treasure located.
Serum powder. I think that's all I can get for with the sandstorm the way it is.
Oh, that car!
Better get Dingo on the line.
Check by. I see footprints for 4 men and 2 ladies. They must have just been here. If we rush in right now, we could still catch them. Good to know. It sounds like the guild and the cops have gotten things back under control in the city too. They are on their way, but I wouldn't expect them to get there anytime soon. But we don't have any time to wait. Yep, Dingo, keep in touch with the others. We're going on ahead. Gotcha, be careful out there. I'm counting on you. Genesis? Huh? What? That happened last night as well. Yeah, and when we went inside the underground doorway back in the city. That can only mean one thing then. Right, this might just give us the chance we've been looking for. Obviously rescuing Shaheena and Marielle comes first, no questions asked. But we should make sure we're prepared for anything, just in case. Yes, I think that's an apt assessment. There they are. Shaheena, Marielle. What the heck is that structure?
It's you guys! You came! You really came!
We sure did. Sorry to keep you two waiting. I'm so glad you're both okay. Hold on just a minute. We're going to... Hold up, what the hell is that thing? Huh, what are you guys doing here? Decided to come join the party, have you? Fine with me. Come on over and let's have some fun, man. Something's definitely wrong with these bozos. I'm picking up this weird aura like they're being infested by something. What the hell? They sure don't look like zombie puppets to me. Incoming attack, beware. Raw.
Let's have some fun.
Okay.
My move now.
Yeah, this is very bad.
This'll hurt.
Keep it up!
Got a
It's
whole
working.
slew of them.
Okay.
Activating skill!
Think fast. Take
Bruh, how I aggroed you.
Chance slipped by.
Seriously, every time I do an aggro move in literally any video game, it fails.
Going all in.
Don't you dare resist!
Initiating drive. Deploying shield.
Finally, they went after Van.
Do your worst!
Okay, I should probably Earth Guard on you, free.
Zypha, activate! No, you don't!
Yes, please go after my tank.
There! There!
Activating skill.
No, you won't!
Got your number.
Got your number.
Activating skill.
A chance!
Okay, we're doing pretty well so far.
Time to go all out!
That's about as good as I can get at once. But no, it won't be able, no, it'll be too slow. Fuck.
You make me sick.
Yeah, you make me sick too, you jerks. Ugh.
Going all in.
Initializing drive. A chance for a shot boost.
Ready for what's next?
Okay.
Time to go all out! Reset!
Activating skill.
Perfect chance!
Crap, that makes it a little bit trickier to target things.
Ready for what's next?
Zypha, activate!
Shit, I fucked up.
There! Yes!
Activating skill.
Here goes.
It's not delaying them nearly as much as it should, I feel like.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Ugh.
Activating drive! There!
Activating skill.
I won't let this chance slip by.
A chance for a shot boost. Initiating drive.
You saved your thing!
A small heal. Seriously, that needs to heal more.
Going all
Initializing
in.
drive. A boost would work here.
Keep it up! It's working!
I owe you one.
Activating skill.
There! Miss Claudel!
This is a joke.
Got him.
Nice. Moving on up.
I'm stronger than ever!
Oh, I could do better.
Weird vibes or not, in the end, they were still pushovers.
Wow, that was amazing! You guys are awesome! We're saved! Finally, I can get out of these Sandy!
Up above.
I knew it.
They were lying in wait.
This ain't a show, so quit spectating and come out where we can see you. Now!
I see. So you were prepared for me to ambush you.
Are you one of Almada's minions? Or some kind of assassin of theirs?
No. I have simply formed a contract with them. No more and no less. Moreover, our mission, mine and Ishtanti's, is over now.
Ishtanti? Is that what you call your angel friend?
Whatever it is, it certainly doesn't look like it was produced with contemporary technology. Those slash marks, they distinctly resemble ones I've seen within Marduk's records. Specifically, those from the investigation into the Eisenshield squad that was eradicated 2 months ago.
Are you from the same old group as that Almada guy? Did you help him attack Ida and her corps?
I did. That was part of my contract. The Eisenshield commander put up a harder fight than I anticipated. She has my respect.
Miss al-fayed.
This concludes the on-site testing. I have no orders to engage in combat. Therefore, Ishtanti and I will be departing.
Hey, isn't that?
It sure is. You know, miss, I've noticed something off about you since our run-in at the waterway. It's like there's no warmth in your eyes. You view others, even yourself, as nothing but things. Thought so at the club last night, too.
You have an astute eye. Or I suppose nose in your case, due to how you pick up scents. Regardless, do not let those senses of yours go to waste. Farewell.
What a piece of work. Acting like she's above it all.
I've still got a long ways to go. Oh, very.
I was hoping we could nab that Genesis if she left an opening, but I guess she's not gonna make it that easy.
It's fine, really. I'm just glad nobody's hurt. Shaheena, are you okay? My arm's a little tingly, but that's all. Thank you so much, Agnes! What she said times a million. Oh, if only I had my camera with me.
Putting aside these bozos for a moment, just what the hell is that giant plant?
My guess is a kind of succulent. From the way it's glowing, it could even be...
And you have it. Alas that we appear to have missed the excitement.
Oh! You're the one who scouted out my sister. Prince Sherid?
Guessing you were on the same trail we were?
In some fashion. As it so happens, our country and Calvard have had warm relations for a long time now. We've been actively involved in the technology, investing, and as you've seen, the movie production sectors recently as well. To that end, we have kept our eyes on certain kinds of activity and... Well, Naje, is that plant what we're looking for?
Yes, Your Highness. It appears to be a type of agave plant containing alkaloids. Most likely, it's been energized via reaction with the septium veins.
Alkaloids? Those can only be extracted from certain types of plants, right?
Correct. They serve as an ingredient in things such as anesthetics. However, depending on the amount, application, and plant type, they can also act as stimulants or produce hallucinations.
So our guess was right on the mark.
Yeah, this thing's being used to make drugs. It's clear as day that this all ties into what happened in Messeldom.
That's crazy! How could we have that in Tharbad? Holy... This is an enormous scoop!
I'm impressed you caught up to us so quickly. We had been investigating for a month. It seems I was right to come down here and enter the fray myself.
Oh.
So, we're both after the same thing. But I get the feeling you're not here to team up with us, are you?
What? Why?
What?
It's a shame, really. Everything else aside, on a personal level, I feel like you and I could get along quite well. Unfortunately, among other matters, I'm not on the best of terms with the employer of that maid of yours.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But even more than that, the number one thing I can't bring myself to trust is you, Van Arkride. Not only are you an external tester for Marduk, you have unique ties to both the seemly and unseemly parts of society. In fact, depending on the situation, I suspect those ties could run even as far as the likes of them.
What? You can't be serious!
Now hold on. You accusing our boss of working with Almada?
Dude, Almada has broken my ribs and ruptured my organs at least once per chapter. I may have to saw off my Ingert just to pay off the latest medical debt installment. Don't you pin their shit on me!
I'll put it like this. As long as they respect my rules, I'm not, in principle, above working for any particular client.
But in practice, he would never work for them. They've crossed far too many lines at this point. I'm confident if they ever came to him asking for his help, he would refuse. And yes!
You have some loyal assistants, I see. But that does little to assuage my concerns.
She's got a gun, Shamshir!
Now we're talking. I hardly broke a sweat with those losers earlier.
What the? Can someone explain what's going on here?
This fight feels slightly forced. And also, at least give us a save in between.
It seems we're left with no choice.
Nope. I take it you're throwing your hat in the ring too, Your Highness?
Why not? It's all in good fun. Though Naje here is more than capable on her own. Either way, words alone simply are not enough for me to surmise the strength and character of you and the rest of your team. And so I, Sherid Osval, shall personally evaluate Arkride solutions.
And I, Naje Berka, stand with him!
Activating shards!
You had best prepare yourselves.
Let's enjoy this time together, shall we?
Why?
A boost would work here.
Zypha, activate!
Problem is, I know these guys are just gonna like run off in the middle of nowhere and dodge all my shit.
I'll take all you have.
Time to go all out!
Initializing drive.
Activate.
Oh hell, he's sci-fiing too. And he's probably gonna cast pretty quickly.
Just try and strike me.
I definitely ain't doing shit to these guys, come on.
Whenever you're ready.
Spark Edge does not have the AoE to hit everyone. Plasma Sphere, okay, Plasma Sphere. Let's see.
Something's coming! Get ready!
Yeah! Reset!
Wind! Cleave my world!
We're almost dead, just from that shit.
take your eye off the enemy!
Impede side attack bonus, huh?
Whenever you're ready.
Activating skill!
Dice you up!
There!
Illume the darkness! 7 shots!
There! Yes! Here I go!
We're already sealed as well. Shit, I wish I was defending against that. I wish I had better...
Let's try and strike.
I wish I could actually... Shit, that's right. I can't, because she's sealed, I can't even do that, can I?
Initiating drive. You saved me! Here goes!
And my own characters barely get a turn. Like, damn, look at Van. He's too slow for everyone.
Whenever you're ready.
Zypha, activate! A chance! Flames protect us!
Illume the darkness! 7 shots!
Activating skill.
Okay, good. They both got delayed slightly, but that's not enough.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand! May we proceed with
This'll
caution.
hurt.
I have to coin bullet them. It's the only way.
Think fast.
Take this!
Moving in.
I won't hold back.
A chance for a shard boost.
Is that all you've got?
Initiating drive.
Flames protect us! Activating drive.
A boost would work here. Whenever you're ready.
I owe you one.
Tira doesn't even heal enough anymore. Man.
Activating skill.
How about this?
Wind. Cleave my foe.
I'll take you on.
Bruh.
Watch out, you guys! Something's coming!
Is that all you've got?
Boost level maximum strength. Boost gauge limit increased.
Okay, now we are back in business.
Whenever you're ready. Deploying shield.
There!
Here goes.
I still have hate free, okay?
I suggest we strike now.
Zypha, activate.
Here I go. Keep it up. It's working.
Initiating drive.
Enter a world of illusion.
No!
Combo resonance!
Are you kidding me?
How about this?
It's over.
This seems slightly unfair. Delay.
Skill.
Delay again. Fuck you. Okay.
Pull out all the stops.
Yeah, shit. I'm gonna have to do a double S-Craft of Van.
You've got?
A chance.
time for the main event! Vandalize Raid!
Now I understand. You fought well.
Very well.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked! I did it!
Ugh, that was close.
They're formidable.
I need a better Earth Guard.
Impressed they held out this long. I think we've evaluated them enough.
Shall I end it then?
Go easy on the lackeys. Otherwise, by all means.
Screw you!
Well, alright then. Guess we're doing this.
Don't even think about it.
What?
It's self-feed.
Well, would you look at that? I didn't think you'd get here so soon, Fee.
Well, I have. That's enough, Your Highness. Playtime's over. Now that I'm here, we need to let the victims rest.
Marielle, are you alright?
Dingo! Where have you been? I've been trying to get a hold of you all this time!
Guess I had nothing to worry about.
These must be the perpetrators. This saves us a lot of trouble. You okay if we bring them in? Oh, you must be the bracer from Arabonia. Did you respond to Dingo's call for help? Yep, luckily I just got into town a little while ago. Seems like I might have gotten here a bit late, though. Now, don't sweat it. Your timing was perfect. So you say, but I would have liked to see those depths of yours a little more, as it were. Especially when it comes to those mysterious objects and that curious figure you like to adopt. So you were interested in all that too, were you? I can understand how it looks suspicious, but trust us. Trust me, he's more than legit enough to make up for it. Anyway, the police should be here any minute. Do you mind if we take it from here? Not at all. In fact, that's what I expected. Also, Naje, if you would. Yes, Your Highness. Allow me to offer you both this water. It better not be drugged or anything. So this has all been so much. Does all this mean I pass your test, then? That you do, abrupt ending aside, I'm satisfied with your strength. Please feel free to continue working on my request as circumstances permit. As for that plant, I would like to claim half of it. The guild can retain the remainder. Oh, right, forgot all about that big guy. If you don't mind, I'd also like to retrieve a sample of it.
With that, then, Arkride, show me just what you can do. What truths you, in all of your unknowable depths, can uncover in this city of gold, as their invisible yet heavy hand looms over it.
Usually I think these kinds of duels would take place in a side quest that we can take at our leisure. From there, Prince Shirin and Naje promptly returned to town via his personal airship. You know, instead of doing it right in front of a bunch of civilians that we need to evacuate immediately. Likewise, man, the others also made their way back to Tharbad, entrusting the kidnappers to the racers on site. Later, once they felt better, arrangements were made to escort Shaheena and Marielle back to their home and hotel, respectively. After that, Fee reconvened the van and the others to exchange information.
Okay. I think I more or less understand what happened now. Even if I get the impression you all are leaving out some details.
Well, we could say the same about you, Sylphie. Like how you and none other than the Prince of Elsheim are chummy with one another.
Fair enough. There's nothing to really hide, so no harm in explaining. He's just someone I met through this musician I know.
Oh, I follow you. Now it adds up. I've heard stories about him before. I see his influence hasn't waned. Musician? Who is she talking about? Anyway, what's the guild's perspective on all of this? Not just what happened here, but everything that's gone down since Messeldam. We're all in agreement that A is almost definitely involved in what's going on, Jin the artist included. Even putting aside what you're looking for, the presence of that sketchy puppeteer and that angel of hers suggests as much. That, as well as the attempt at making it look like a case of contaminated drugs and the type of plant used to achieve that. That's what I think too, but aside from that girl and her angel, there's a distinct lack of any of their presence in Tharbad. From what I can tell, none of their members or even any of the run-of-the-mill gangsters are lurking around. That's awful suspicious if you ask me. Yes, that's not like what happened in Longport at all. I assume Messeldam was also different. Correct, Messeldam was previously their stronghold, and we've confirmed that there were individuals there who enjoyed their support. It's very likely that they either masqueraded as anti-immigrant forces or at least took advantage of the terrorism to carry out what they did. Meanwhile, we've got contaminated drugs spreading beneath the surface here, with not so much as a street plug to be found. What do you make of that, Mr. Arkride? At this point, all we're doing is just spitballing and throwing ideas around, aren't we? Maybe so, but I have a theory. Hear me out. In order for contaminated drugs to flow into Tharbad, you'd need organizational support of some sort to pull it off. If we assume that there really are no high-ranking members or any gangsters in the city right now, then the local business might have the power and influence to achieve that, something the size of Vegas films are similar. Someone who's manufacturing these hookahs. Of course, the police and guild are probably also probably big enough too. Just to be clear, I'm only speaking hypothetically here. I'm not saying either of them are behind it. What am I saying? I can't believe I'm even doubting either group, especially with a bracer right here. I'm so sorry. No, you're fine. Don't be sorry. Surprising as it was, size-wise, you aren't wrong. Also, this hasn't been the first time we've been betrayed by a bracer, huh? I think we can rule out the local guild in this one, though. Everyone here is really busy, and they're short on staff as it is. Likewise, the local police also seem to be innocent here, even if I was a little suspicious of them myself. Is that to say you already looked into it? That's good. Saves us the trouble of doing that ourselves. Which means that out of the organizations you mentioned, there's only one suspect left. Wait, you don't mean Vegas Films, do you? I know I mentioned them, but aren't they out of the question? I mean, it was Nina and Judith who hired us in the first place, not to mention how much the Princess is involved. No, we still cannot rule them out. For one thing, as actresses, neither Miss Fenley nor Miss Lancer belong to Vegas Films. Also, while it is true that the Principality supports the company, the relationship dates back only the past 6 months. Oh, huh. It's also worth noting that the Tharbad Film Festival was planned separately from Messeldam's. In fact, compared to Messeldam's, which was an institution, this one had a lot less notoriety going for it at first. It was only once Messeldam's festival got canned that Tharbad's stock rose a lot the last 2 months. Which does make sense when you think about how Calvard is going through a real motion picture boom. When there's only one big film festival a year, it's only natural for movie buffs to gravitate toward it no matter where it is. And when you're the company putting the whole thing on, you come away from the situation a winner.
Sounds like you guys have it figured out.
Oh, hi Dingo, how's Marielle doing?
She was so tired. She passed out as soon as we got back to the hotel. And now that I know she's safe, I'm here to return the favor.
I'll cut to the chase. The suspicions surrounding Vegas Films don't stop at the film festival. There are rumblings that they've poured huge sums of dark money into Tharbad's political and financial circles, like when they set up their HQ. And that money is supposedly going through less than legal channels. That's some serious dirt you've dug up. I take it you've got the evidence to back that up. Basically, I'm 99% of the way there. I looked into a number of syndicates, both big and small, including Hayway, and all of them came back negative. All of them, that is, except for one. Almada. Well, that settles that debate. You're just as intrepid a reporter as I heard. Why, thank you. I've heard good things about you, too, Miss Sylphide. The only question left to resolve, assuming this is true, is why those threats were sent. That part doesn't square. Indeed, one would think it would be against their best interest to put their own film festival in jeopardy.
Van, Agnes!
You guys still at the inn? I see that bracer chick's with you too.
What's the matter, you two? Yeah, got your feathers ruffled? I'm guessing you got Shaheena home already? Where are you now?
We're at Vegas Films. After we dropped her off, an employee there contacted us.
They say Sarah vanished from the studio. Apparently, it happened while we were out in the desert.
What? She what? Sora. Oh, Shaheena, it'll be okay. The last time I saw her was when we were on break, during our rehearsal. She went to use the restroom and then never came back. I was getting pretty worried about how much time she was taking, so I checked with one of the guards. If I'd seen anybody like that, I'm confident I would have noticed. I checked every floor and couldn't find her anywhere. As far as I can tell, there are no signs she left through a side exit either. I'm only asking this to make sure, but... Your sister wasn't complaining about being in the parade or anything, was she? No, absolutely not. There's no way she would bail out of it. Yeah, she was absolutely fired up about it. Definitely. I mean, hell, it was getting us amped up too. Her mood was infectious. Not to mention, she has such tremendous talent. Dancing might not be my thing, but even I could feel it. That's because I have an eye for these things. They don't lie. That girl's a tremendous asset to the cavalcade. Not to mention, she's a professional. I just can't see her getting cold feet over something like this. All of the sudden. Alright, if you guys are sure, sorry for asking. I didn't mean to offend anyone. I know, you're just doing what you need to. Anyway, seeing as we're talking about a civilian going missing, I'm going to have to get the guild involved. Everybody okay with that? Absolutely, we appreciate you helping us. I'll pay any amount. Mira's no object. Just do whatever you have to in order to find that girl. My parade isn't complete without her, understand? What about you guys? What are you going to do? Like, you need to ask. She's a client we sort of protect. There's only one thing for us to do. Although we might ask for a free dance later to make it worth her while. Sound good? Man, thank you. We'll figure it out somehow. Don't do anything reckless while we're gone, got it? I don't know what you're talking about. Mind your own business. Alright, I'm going to fill the hours in at the guild branch. I'll also find out what's going on with the police. I'll pretty much be doing the same thing, hitting up sources in various places. I'll be sure to let Bermati know what's going on too. That'd be great. Thanks, you two. What's with all this racket? The festival is nearly here. What could possibly happen to cause such chaos? What, you haven't heard? That girl I scouted out yesterday, Sarah, she disappeared. Nobody knows where she went. Oh, is that so? We have to act, get the company in the gear and start throwing everything we got. I don't care if it takes every single employee. We've got to find Sarah, now. No, don't you think you're being just a little rash, Cody? We're talking about a dancer. What's it to us if one or two of them run away? What? Well, my sister, she's... Hold on, Dylan. Where the hell is this attitude coming from? This is serious. By all appearances, it's very likely she didn't simply disappear. Please, her up and pooping away does nothing to hamper our final preparations for the festival. If one of you two went missing, it'd be another matter, but her, she's merely some extra one of us hired on a hunch, nothing more. Are you out of your mind? How many times do I have to explain it to you? Sora's not some extra, she's irreplaceable. She's the linchpin for all my plans. My parade isn't complete without. Enough, I'm done listening to this. As far as I'm concerned, as long as the cavalcade proceeds in some fashion or another, that's all that matters. If this woman turns up, wonderful. If not, you'll simply have to compromise on your grand vision, Cody. Grah. What is that fool's problem? That was so cold. How could he? Seems pretty clear to me that the walls are closing in on him. Indeed, that does seem like more than it simply being the day before the festival and deciding a change of tack is impractical. I think so too. We got the circumstantial evidence. Now we just gotta figure out what move to make.
Mr. Gotti, I'm sure Sarah will come back. I just know it. She always pulls through. She could come down with a cold before a big show and she'd still shake it off and dance her best ever.
Infect everyone.
She just might run a little late and need more time than usual. But until then, let me help. Bring me on as a good luck charm for getting her back.
I hope Shaheena's gonna be okay. Don't worry, she will be. She's got Judith with her. Though I'm surprised. I've never seen anyone manage to be so persuasive with Mr. Goody before. Heh. Despite only being 15 years old, she is already a true professional. I certainly find myself impressed. I'm sure she gets a lot of her strength from her sister. Sarah seems like a wonderful role model. Yeah, she really does. Oh, my dear sweet girl, that's such a generous offer. But there's no way you could possibly replace your sister in my parade. But I grew up watching her dance. There's nobody that understands what she does better than me. Nobody else is going to be as good as... You and your sister are two very different ladies. Her dancing and sex appeal are completely her own. It's not enough to just be related and dance the same dance. You still won't have the same effect on the people watching. Frankly, my dear, you just aren't a good fit for the sort of parade I've got in mind.
I can't take this anymore. I hate seeing Sarah being the only one working so hard, day after day.
Oh shoot, does she know?
She always brushes it off like it's nothing, trying to make sure I don't see how much it all hurts her. Sometimes, she even goes out pretending like she's off to see her boyfriend. I wish she had someone like that! I wish that was what's going on, but she can't fool me! Poor Shaheena. So she knew all along. Maybe I can't match up to her now, but that doesn't mean I can't train hard. I can make any outfit you put on me work too. If I can't just totally replace my sister, then we can find something that'll fit me. I won't just live up to your vision. Give me a chance, and I'll blow it out of the water with something even better.
Oh. Wow. Damn.
All right, young lady, you're on. But if you're going to talk that big, you'd better walk that big as well. Failure is not an option. And hey, if your sister comes back, we'll get you both in the parade and make you two a duo for the ages.
Mr. Gotti, you're the best!
Mr. Gotti, thank you.
Hardly. You know me. When I set my mind on something, I don't let anything get in my way. That's just the kind of man I am. Festival is tomorrow. I expect you to train your buns off till the very last minute. Got it?
Yes, sir. I wouldn't have it any other way.
From what I've seen, your technique is solid enough. You already know how to mimic your sister's moves. That means we need to focus on polishing your steps and making sure your charm comes through. Come on, I'll show you how a world-class actress knocks her audience off their feet. It's probably gonna take us all night, but that's what it'll take to get you on your sister's level. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
As for you, Nina, you're in charge of keeping in touch with these doofuses in the guild. Stay on top of everything, okay?
Yeah, I can handle that.
Nice. Sounds to me like we're all set. Let's roll those cameras, people!
She's clearly earned her reputation as a best-in-class actress. Yeah, she seems like she's got a good beat on Shaheena's skills. She'll get her ready. Hard to believe she's such a bumbling mess off the job. Right? I respect her a bit more now. What are you talking about? Inside joke between us, don't worry about it. Anyway, now that you've heard the gist of things, has this rung any bells you might have overlooked before? Maybe any doubts or suspicions you've had about Vegas Films? You're talking about the rumors of its relationships with the underworld and drug trafficking, right? I really don't want to believe that such a big company in my own line of work could be involved in such things. But it's true that Vegas has been expanding in a way that can't be explained just by Mr. Godey's involvement. And yes, I've heard bits and pieces. People around the industry have a lot to say about Vegas. So when that threatening note came in, it did feel like something bigger was going on. I'm not sure what, but it's there. Wow, I didn't realize that there was so much intrigue going on before we even arrived. If the company's the culprit behind this, there's no way that new president is clueless about it all. And if that's true, the man's up to his nose in drug running, at least on some level. Who knows what's up with the notes, but after all, he's gotta have something to do with Sarah going missing, right? I guess, but could a guy like him really... Nina, are you okay? Sorry, I'm okay-ish. This is all just rattling me a bit more normal. Like Ferry said, it's hard for me to picture Mr. Dillon doing such things. I mean, we're talking about the same man who's always getting pushed around by Mr. Godey, including allowing the parade at all. Even if he were a man with more backbone, the risks involved with illicit drug smuggling are considerable. Which means you believe Mr. Dillon doesn't or shouldn't have the courage to arrange something so flagrantly illegal. Yes, I'm not trying to dismiss everything you're saying, or have seen, but it's just so hard to reconcile. Be that as it may, the circumstances paint him as our most likely culprit. Even if he's normally not brave, what if for some reason he had no choice but to play along with such a scheme? Blackmail. Oh, I see what you're getting at. That's the next excellent point. It would be perfectly possible for criminal elements to do something underhanded to make him comply. So wait, let me get this straight. We don't know how involved he is in whatever's going on. But you're saying that he could have been threatened into somehow helping this drug trafficking you're talking about. Yeah, maybe. That's sure how it looks. It's all but concerned, but Dillon used Almada's help to grow Vegas Films into the juggernaut it is today as fast as he did. The money funneled to the political and financial sectors, the murky fundraising, Wilson's film festival going kaput, which was perfect for him. Even if it seems like everything's going his way, all he's been doing is squeezing further under his benefactor's thumb. And being under Almada's thumb is a sure way to get crushed. I hadn't thought of it like that. Well, this is getting all amazingly grim. In that case, good old Dylan probably isn't gonna stop at the drug trafficking. I bet he's being put up to do something even worse, right? Like, say, something that could go down during the film festival here. Then the notes we've been receiving are... Indeed, Al-Jumeirah is taking advantage of the film festival to plant something in this part of the country. Caught in the middle of it would seem Mr. Dillon wants to take action before something hideous happens. But he wishes to do it without quashing the festival. Simply doing that could bring the underlying conflict to the surface. Then does that mean the snooty guy's behind the note? Yes, the more I think about it, the more everything clicks into place. It all adds up. Yeah, the inside guy who would be able to send a note to any new addition to the cavalcade. Though wait, couldn't that also implicate him in Sarah disappearing when she did? It sure could, which would indicate Al-Jumeirah didn't snatch her, and she sure didn't advantage of her own free will. Gaspar Dillon abducted her and took her somewhere else.
Van, darling, I've got big news for you.
Nice, you figured it out?
I analyzed the plant you sweethearts found against the substance in those rioting around town, and we have a match. They're completely identical.
Oh, wow.
Needless to say, it was found on the guys who kidnapped Marielle and that dancer.
This confirms, without a doubt, that it was an illegal drug.
When did you... Hold on, how the hell are you able to go over to cops' heads and run off of that sort of test?
With this fancy testing device that Van got for me after pulling some strings, that's how.
That would have been for nothing, were it not for your knowledge of pharmacology.
That's Bermati. He never fails to impress.
Oh, hush you two. I only know a little from dabbling in it back in the day, that's all.
Hey, that sounds like...
Looks like you owe me again, Van.
Oh, come on, Renee. We're all in this together.
Elaine, and is that... Oh yeah, I remember you talking to someone yesterday all suspicious like. That explains a few things. And it never hurts to have a little insurance. When I saw those idiots going nuts yesterday, I figured a possibility we'd run into trouble was there.
Clearly your instincts are as sharp as ever. If I'd known illicit drugs would be involved, I would have traveled to Tharbad too.
No, we're fine. What you're doing right now is extremely important. We can handle the situation here.
That analyzer is the latest model from the Basel Institute of Science. It'll be perfectly accurate, don't worry. As for the form the drugs have taken and how they're being distributed, we're looking into that on our end. But I'm sure you already have some ideas about all that.
Wait, you do? Or really? I might, and I bet our diligent little concierge does as well. And nothing gets past you, does it, Mr. Arkride? Well, aren't you two such geniuses? But yeah, something did feel off to me. I take it none of those dumbasses have mentioned anything about buying drugs so far. No, not at all. They said they didn't even remember taking anything like that, right? Is it possible they could have been forced to ingest it somehow? It would need to have been right before the film festival and distributed in a way that wouldn't catch the police or guild's attention. If there's any way to pull it off, it would have been... strange. Usually at this point it would be the new recruit doing the quiz question. Mixing the consumable... Wait, what about those new orbital hookahs that seem so popular recently? Come on, think of it, the men who kidnapped Shaheena and Marielle had them. What if the drugs were mixed into the vapor ingredients of the hookahs? What? Oh, interesting hypothesis. Not just interesting, I think you got it in one. Okay, but you can test that immediately, right? Think we can get the CID and go to step in? The festival's in enough trouble as it is. Anything to help it kick off more smoothly is worth it at this point, I think. But who was producing those hookahs? Orbital hookahs had exploded in popularity in Tharbad in recent days, particularly within the entertainment district. Easily obtainable by curious members of the public, the paraphernalia was sold by numerous vendors throughout the city. Further testing by Bermati and company confirmed that the substance smoked in them was indeed the illicit drug in question. In response, the guild and local police decided to confiscate the devices in secret. With the CID's help, the sales of the hookahs throughout the city were put to a halt in short order. From there, Van and the others returned to the inn to take a brief break before getting back to business. After getting in touch with some of their collaborators, the group took off for Vegas films once more. Guess there was kind of a commotion over at the bazaar. Granted, that was the point, but still. I'm just relieved that the hookahs could all be confiscated before any more damage could be done. At this stage, we've laid down the groundwork and guarded the evidence. For now, the guild and cops are simply going to be monitoring things. If we're going to act, now's our chance. Indeed, there is no time like the present. Let us proceed to Vegas Films. We should probably check in with Shaheena and see how she's doing while we're at it. Looks like the cops were conducting some kind of search on the store over there. They were hauling out those orbital hookahs I've been seeing around town lately. I've had some customers who smoke that stuff. Now I think about it, they were all definitely acting a little loopy. I saw that the cops have been more active around here lately, so I got curious and decided to ask what was up. They wouldn't tell me much, but it sounds like there's something bad going around the city that's causing problems. With all the fights that have been breaking out, I bet they're after what's making people go nuts.
Looks like this area is brimming with activity too.
Yes, the guild and police are clearly on top of things.
Situations such as this are exactly why I always warn you to err on the side of caution, so you may avoid this very circumstance. To think that you are seen in public not only having your possessions confiscated by the police, but yelling all the while. It's extremely fortunate that it didn't turn into a far greater incident and that the police have not charged you with anything. But how in Zamaria am I ever going to explain what happened to your father? Sigh. Come on, Hardy, lay off already. I know what I did wrong. You're getting bent out of shape over nothing, seriously. I mean, okay, I did appreciate you covering for me while I was all worked up earlier. Don't be shy, step right up. You're gonna love what I have for sale. Better act fast though, I'm only getting more customers. This stall's as popular as ever. Shit, I didn't expect this to turn into such a big deal. If they find out I was smoking that stuff, I'm in for a lot more than a write-up next time. I better keep my head low and just try to do my job for now. Do my job and hope for the best. The police came around confiscating orbital hookahs along the street earlier. Now that I think about it, the visitors around here began getting more violent around the time those things began showing up. Makes you wonder if it's got anything to do with drugs. If so, I'm glad we kept our distance from them. Granted, if whatever they're smoking helps them calm down so we have to rough fewer people up, it's hard to complain about that. You know that nightclub down the street? Sounds like one of its more popular girls is quitting. Supposedly she got scouted by somebody in the film industry. The owner isn't going to stop her either, seemingly. You have to admire a show of respect like that. It's gotta be a blow to their bottom line, losing someone like her, because I did that quest. My beautiful savior, I hear she's going to be quitting the nightclub. Could it be true? I mean, yeah, I'm excited to watch her perform in the parade, but if she doesn't come back to the club, what am I supposed to do? She and I have made so many wonderful memories there. She can't just leave. I was even starting to think about maybe settling down the city, like I finally found my home, but now what? This dork's completely lost it. Even I can't imagine throwing literally everything away for a girl like this sad sack. If that girl gets picked up for the film festival and she gets further and further out of reach, then does that mean I won't be able to watch her dance anymore? Will I not be able to breathe the same air as her? Gazing at her from further and further away, will that still give me the strength to live like before? Alright, I've got myself another 10 million mira. Time to turn this into a payout for the ages. Hey, at this point, a bet like this is chump change. What's a little extra now if it means that much bigger of a return later when I win it big, right? Wasn't this guy smoking the hookah earlier? Huh. A police officer just paid us a visit. Apparently they're confiscating orbital hookahs due to some kind of issue that was uncovered. I made clear we don't deal in those sorts of things at my casino, but I can't deny some of our customers have smoked them. Especially Morad over there. I'm worried about him. He had quite a lot of smoke. Though frankly, smoking that much of anything is cause for concern, hookah or no. Where's the other guy? Welcome, I'll be your card game dealer tonight. Harold had some matters to attend to and took off a little while ago. Sus. For someone new here, he's actually quite the card shark. I don't know if I'll be as good of a match as him, but I'll try my best. The police paid us a visit a little while ago, asking if we dealt with orbital hookahs. Some of our customers have been known to enjoy them, and apparently some sort of problem has cropped up. I don't know what the issue is, but whatever's going on, those cops looked awfully serious. Something must be wrong with those hookahs. I saw police officers going around confiscating them. Not that I'll miss them, personally. It'll be interesting seeing how people react to having something so trendy disappear overnight, though. It'll definitely make it worth going people watching at the film festival tomorrow, that's for sure. A police officer came by a little while ago. Looks like they're out confiscating some kind of device causing trouble. There have been so many problems around here lately, it's hard not to feel like Tharbad's getting a little dicey. Not to mention, it's the day before the film festival too. Who knows what's going to happen once folks start showing up. I had to confiscate literally every piece of unauthorized merchandise that specialty shop had out on display. The staff were very apologetic about the whole thing. It seems they weren't informed about what it was they were handling. Apparently the vendor who originally sold it was going around to each store, taking advantage of the film festival campaign. Nerve of them, tricking innocent stores into circulating such dangerous goods. Justice must be met. Probably Armada affiliated, huh? I overheard some of the other shopkeepers talking earlier. Apparently those orbital hookahs aren't allowed to, or something. You don't think they put any dangerous substances or anything in them, do you? And am I gonna be okay? I might have taken a few puffs, so I'm kinda worried. Where the hell? Where did all the hookahs go? And why are there so many cops in front of the shop? Oh no, don't tell me they were laced with something illegal. Am I gonna get arrested for smoking them? Eek, no, I don't want to rot in jail. They've gotta understand, I have tall, dark, and handsome actors to meet. How could a store like ours put illicit goods up for sale? They were sold to us as being distributed by some well-known company running a campaign, and we just took them at face value. I know our owner can be impulsive to a fault, but I never thought it would lead to this sort of trouble. I guess word's gotten out that those orbital hookahs were utilizing illegal ingredients. That's insane to even think about. I've taken apart the heating element, but I can't say I'm well versed in the leaves themselves, so they had me fooled. Sheesh. The police came by earlier and took a handful of our products away. They couldn't possibly be related to the recent discord that's taken place around the city, could they? I'll have to talk with the owner of this store. We need to be able to sell our gear as we have been, no matter what. I can't believe my newest products were so dangerous to customers. I really failed as a merchant not catching on to such issues before I bought them in the first place. The police haven't put any blame on me, which I appreciate, but I still feel terrible. I have to own up to my mistake as a businessman, not only by helping the police collect them, but refunding people who bought them from me. Well, look who the cat dragged in. Seems we owe you once again for the information you supplied us with in this case. I won't ask how you even came about that information. Right now, we need to determine the provenance of those orbital hookahs. Is everything going to be okay with them? It sounds like they've spread like wildfire across the city. We're managing. We, the local police, and the guild are all working together to confiscate them from every business in possession of one. Our official excuse to avoid a commotion is that they contain unauthorized ingredients, though some customers may be skeptical. It's backbreaking work getting it all done. If the CID wasn't helping behind the scenes, I don't know how we'd manage this ourselves. I guess with the folks who have already smoked, we'll be telling them a little more and following up with them later. Glad I hear things with Renee and his people are going well enough, at least. I feel a little uneasy about not doing more with those smokers, but I imagine you're pressed for time and resources here. Indeed, I suppose we should consider ourselves lucky that the devices in question have not managed to proliferate outside of Tharbad. Quite, with all the Central Eastern VIPs here, this could have turned to an international incident if we'd been slower. Believe me, as police, we wish there was more we could do. We're playing the hand we've been dealt as best we can. When I got the emergency call, I was pretty irritated, but knowing that drug contamination is involved, I understand its urgency now. Slipping substances into unsuspecting people's hookahs is no laughing matter. We're talking about public safety at this point. To think my girlfriend and I were going to smoke some of that stuff too. Talk about dodging a bullet. The CID has already determined how it will go about controlling the information in this case, as well as gradual disclosure to the public. That means our only job as police is to gather the hookahs and round up the perpetrators. I'm not exactly keen on being a pawn for the CID, but if nothing else, at least it allows us to focus on what we do best. I saw a bunch of policemen going around taking away orbital hookahs earlier. Wonder if some kind of defect was found in them. Hygiene regulations are pretty strict these days. Those orbital hookahs burst onto the scene so suddenly, it honestly wouldn't shock me if they had some sort of problem. Hey, any idea what the cops are going around confiscating? Is it those orbital hookahs? I don't know what could have brought that on, but it's sure to rain on some people's parades. But not to worry, I can make up for that with as much singing and grub as they need, whatever makes them feel better. Or the orbital hookahs contaminated or something? I saw the police going around confiscating them earlier. Not that I care, I feel perfectly fine myself, and was planning on taking in the film festival as a change of pace anyway. It's such a shame, the way the world is going. You never know where danger might be lurking these days. Are those orbital hookahs actually dangerous? The police seem to be carrying them out of stalls. My mom smoked a little bit out of one earlier. I hope she's gonna be okay. She seems relaxed though, so I'm probably just being paranoid, right?
Not this way.
Well, I even have yellow markers there if we're not allowed to interact with them. Unfortunately, I figured out too late that Cobalt Curtain is actually really good at this point in the game. It actually, the barrier it sets up actually adds 2,000, not 1,000, which makes it better than Earth Guard for only 30 CP. So yeah, that probably would have helped a lot earlier during that boss fight. Well, there's always the next boss fight, I guess. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Trails Through Daybreak. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.